Peru News Today. All you need to know about Peru.
Peruvian ceviche is declared cultural heritage of humanity. Peruvian ceviche was recognized by UNESCO as Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity after evaluating the arguments presented by the Ministry of Culture. Peruvian ceviche was declared Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, in a ceremony held this Wednesday, December 6, at the 18th session of the Intergovernmental Committee for the Safeguarding of the Intangible Cultural Heritage that took place in Kasane, Republic of Botswana, in Africa. In fact, said UNESCO committee chose to support the Peruvian proposal formed as practices and meanings associated with the preparation and consumption of ceviche, an expression of traditional Peruvian cuisine. So, now, the Peruvian dish was recognized by the institution as a World Heritage Site. It was Mr. Mustaq Murad, president of the UNESCO Committee on Conventions and Recommendations, who announced the judge's decision to deliver said declaration to ceviche. "Congratulations, Peru," expressed the member of the international entity. It should be noted that the Ministry of Culture was the entity that arranged for UNESCO to give such recognition to the flag dish of Peru, maintaining that it is an expression of traditional Peruvian cuisine and that declaring it a World Heritage Site would be an opportunity for cuisine in Peru. Authorities and fishermen proud of Peruvian ceviche. This recognition provoked the joy and embrace of the Peruvian delegation present in Kasane, made up of the Director of Intangible Heritage of the Ministry of Culture, Silvia Martinez, and the representatives of the Foreign Ministry, Ramiro Silva and Carlos Diaz, who took the floor expressing his happiness for we leave the practices associated with ceviche, an expression of the traditional cuisine of the coast, the Andes, and the Amazon of Peru, registered here on the list of Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity, and we invite our Latin American brothers who have variants of these practices to join the efforts to safeguard them, thus ensuring the sustainable enjoyment of ceviche throughout the world, said Diaz, announcing a recorded message of the ceviche fish from Peru. All artisanal fishermen are happy for the great recognition. I think it was time to make it happen. Ceviche is a Peruvian flag. Now we are going to have a greater focus on fishermen and ensure that the activity we carry out has greater value, said artisanal fisherman Ricardo Lázaro. Ceviche is culture. Heritage for humanity. Long live the ceviche. Long live. Mentioned the master chef Lydia Siles at the end of the video sponsored by the Ministries of Culture, Foreign Trade, and Tourism, Environment, Health, Production, Foreign Relations, and Agrarian Development and Irrigation. What is the origin of Peruvian ceviche? For his part, the renowned chef Lencio Rojas Gallardo recalled in RPP that ceviche has its genesis in the northern part of the country. It even goes back to the historical pre-Inca roots, as it was born through the culinary creativity of the Mochica culture. It is an ancient dish. According to chronicles, the Mchas were the first to eat ceviche. In those times, fish was prepared marinated with tumbo, a citrus fruit, said the cook. It is important to mention that National Ceviche Day is celebrated every June 28. Date has contributed to the positioning of the tasty dish, generating public revaluation and increasing its fame internationally thanks to Peruvian restaurants established in various countries. Subscribe and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.